My question concerns child custody, and the reason why I was calling is because I have a question about the legitimacy of a child. If the child was born and the mother and the father have never been married, my question is, if the child comes and lives in the house and the father takes care of the child, would that, I mean, since they signed it was like a little paper for paternity and stuff, and they put the baby's last name on the birth certificate, and then they gave them a paper and said that that would help lead up to the legitimation. If that was never done through the court, is the baby legitimated?
Okay. This is a very common question, a very common concern, and so I'm going to try to just sort of tell you a little bit about that subject. My answer, first and foremost, would be no. If the mother and the father were never married and did not marry after the birth of the child, so they didn't subsequently get married, then the child is not legitimated. The father would have to go through the legitimation process. Several years ago, we had a form that could be filed and signed and filed when the baby was born or shortly thereafter, where both parents consented to the legitimation. They acknowledged legitimation. That was all fine and dandy, but it was sent into Vital Stats Department of Georgia. It was often very difficult to receive a copy of, and then the father would still have to go through the process of trying to file to get any sort of legal custody, visitation, anything of that nature. Now, they know the state of Georgia no longer uses that form, so the father would have to file a legitimation action in the court. So even if the child is in their care, they have no rights to that child in the state of Georgia.